Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. In the last episode, we completely started again, and we started on this lovely new map here, which is a little bit smaller than the old map. It's still as wide, but it's not as tall. But we've got more towns, more industries, and so far, things are looking okay. We've got some new new industries even, that have sprung up since last episode as well. As you might be able to see, I've played on a little bit since last time out, and we've got some bus lines now connected up. We've got some more truck lines connected up, and today we're going to be doing a little bit more of the same. Now, one of the big ones that I've connected up since last time, this steel mill I don't think was here before, but has now opened. These two iron ore mines, this one here is connected over here. This one here is connected to here. This coal is connected to here. And also, actually no, this one. One second. I think I've, no, yes. This one. Or is it this one? It's this one, sorry, that's connected to here. This one is connected over to here. And this iron ore mine here is also connected over here. Now, one thing I could do is have coal and iron ore from all of these basically going everywhere. And instead of having these drop-off points, I could just have it drop off here, and then we could have this little, so that the vehicles are making money in both directions kind of thing. That's tempting. We'll see about that. What I want to do today, though, is start off with this quarry here. We're going to connect this quarry to this construction materials plant, and then this construction materials plant over to Walsall. And then Walsall pretty much is going to have, I want to say everything delivered to it, but it's not yet because it hasn't got tools. So we might get some tools linked up as well. I don't know if there's a tool factory nearby. There doesn't appear to be. So that might be the catalyst to start actually running some trains. Because we do have a tool factory up here, which produces tools that head over to Stockport. But if we had another, like a railway station here, say, and it brought them down to Walsall, which isn't far away, to be fair, there's scope there. That's what I'm saying. There's scope. Something else as well. So I have Line Manager. As you know, we used it last time, and I have been using it to fill up some of our fill up some of our lines with buildings. But I have, for this episode at least, turned it off. One of the reasons is I want to start paying off the bank loan, and it's almost impossible to do that if the game's buying new vehicles for you every 5 minutes, which I'm not complaining about it buying new vehicles for me every 5 minutes. That's quite useful. But it is kind of difficult to make money when the game is constantly spending money for you. So we are going to leave off on that for a little bit. I'm just thinking if I put this here. I'm curious to see which way this is going to work. Let's start off with this line here. So Walsall West down to here. And we're going to call this Walsall S truck. I think we have an S, so I'm going to do ST for stone. And we're going to make sure that you are carrying stone. There we go. And we're going to colour you that colour, which maybe this colour actually, to resemble stone. And then from here, do we have a truck stop in Walsall? We actually don't, which I'm surprised about, but we'll get one. Let's put it here. This covers a fair amount of the city / town. Actually, here covers a lot more of what we're doing here right now. So we'll do that instead. And then you, add station, you're going to there. And you are carrying construction materials, which are reddish colour. So we're going to get a reddish colour, but that isn't too similar. Also construction materials, truck. There we are. We'll get some new trucks for this line then. 1, 2. Yep, the game's still advising me on how to do things, which to be honest, I don't mind too much. We'll get you out first, and then we'll get you out second. Order doesn't matter too much, but it's nice to get it going at least. That's phase 1 of what I wanted to do today. Leighton actually requires tools as well, so we can get a nice little tool. And there's a tool factory here, but there's no steel mill nearby, although there's a coal mine, so maybe... Ah, here you go. Iron ore, coal, steel mill. So that can be linked up. Steel can then be taken either to here, where there's machines, or here, where there's tools. And then the tools could be taken... Actually, the machines could be taken to Needham Market. Or it's all starting to come together. One of the things to bear in mind with this map is, it's like here, this industry is closing because it's not connected up to anything. So eventually this will disappear. Let's start repaying some of this, because you can see the loan is relatively high. The road vehicles, though, makes us a lovely bit of money. Huge fan of that. We've also got coal, iron ore. I want to say steel mill. Oh, there's one here. So we could just lump everything into this steel mill and then ship steel out elsewhere. There's a lot of tools waiting here as well, which suggests that there's only 12 being made. I think we need more planks. I don't know how many... I don't know what the rate of this line is right now. Rate of 12, frequency of 4 minutes. So yeah, eventually we'll turn line manager on again. And we'll probably do that in this episode, and you'll just see all of this money here disappear as new vehicles are bought. But yeah, tools. I definitely want to get tools linked up. It's just how. Because Walsall then will have met all of its demands. And then that'll be some nice money as well. It will start growing, which means more passengers, which will be lovely. But yeah, it's just one of those things. We could start working down here, though. I like the idea of hooking these up. So we've got the iron ore there, we've got the coal here, so we can start looking to hook this up into everything. If I do it like this, and then we'll get this street like this, and then we'll get this street like this. This will be where the drop-off goes. Right there, because I believe that's close enough. Yep, good. And then over here, we'll get you hooked up. Actually, that works quite well, just to go straight on like so. And then down to the coal mine here. And we'll do something like that. And then the steel... We could just bring it up here and turn it into machines. Actually, there's a tool factory. I did say that, didn't I? So why don't I just do that? Even if it's quite a long way, it might be worth hooking this up. There's probably people in the chat right now. Wow, I stream a lot. There's probably people in the comments right now, or watching this, screaming at me that it's too far away, but it's possibly worth doing. If I build a new road connection along here as well, try and keep it cheap and cheerful. And we'll connect you up there. So then from here it will go through, is it Hessel? Hessel. I don't know how you pronounce that. But that will come through and then, yeah, drop off over here. We will build a new road depot in this town as well, that I can't say the name of. So I'd like to get a bus line working here too. Now, how to connect this town up to everything else? We could potentially run a bus to Needham Market. Could also run one to Frome, and then on to Farringdon, and then to Harwich. I think for now, though, Needham Market, St. Neots, Hessel. I think that's going to be the key connection. Let's hook all of this up, though. So we're going to do that to there. And you, I guess, are going to be Frome iron ore truck. And we've got to make sure that you're carrying the right stuff. And then here. There we go. Misclicked for a second there. You're going to be black, carrying coal. And you are Hessel coal. Then we're going to get this line here, which is going to be steel. Which I think was like this colour. I might be wrong. I'll go and check that at some point. And you are steel, which is what the S stood for. And then the rest of that we'll come back to in a second. Let's get these vehicles out. you are Frome iron ore, Hessel coal, Hessel steel. Excuse me, I've got hiccups from somewhere. So that's working. Look at that. This place here is going to be absolutely flooded with that stuff soon. Again, we could take the steel over here as well and turn it into tools. Machines. But you do need planks, and there's nowhere around here right now that makes planks that I can see. There is another steel mill up there, actually, which could potentially supply this one instead. And there's iron ore, and there is coal. So that could end up being that supply chain. And then the machines could be taken to Frome or Spalding. For now, though, I mean, there's a food one here as well, which could go to Hessel and Needham Market. That's very tempting too. I am loving the way that these supply chains sort of find themselves, you know. If we do that, and then over here, if we put this one in first, which is going to go like this, you're going to connect there. You're going to connect there, and then you are going to go there. And then in Hessel, again, apologies if I'm pronouncing that completely wrong. I'm going to stick you there because that's roughly in the center. And then we're going to get this supply line running, which is going to go from there to there. I guess you're that color. Do we have any grain? I thought we did, but I don't remember doing it. Hessel G, and then there to there, which I guess is going to be that color. Hessel F, and again, make sure you're carrying the right stuff. Cool. And we could even connect that up to Needham Market as well. Needham Market, of course, is already on our logistics network, so that will work quite well. G and F. But I think the next thing to do, so Needham Market does have a bus network that runs around it. I'm tempted to connect this down to here, although I don't know what that would actually achieve. I'm trying to work out, so maybe if we do have it run all the way up here, or we just have it connect here. That's a possibility too, of course. And actually, yeah, I think we will just do that, because this town's quite small, so we can put this here, and that'll pretty much serve everybody in St. Neots, for now at least. So, there to there. You are green, and you are Needham Market to St. Neots bus. Cool. And then over here at Hessel, which I'm probably still pronouncing wrong, have we got the money for... Not quite. Actually, we did then, very briefly. If I put it here, we only need 200,000. This would be perfect. So that's going to make it more expensive. Oh, God, that's really expensive. There. Bam. Done. Quick, before anyone notices. Right. So I guess we can have a couple here as they come into town. But again, if I was to place one there, that covers quite a lot of the town, actually. So I think for now, that'll do. And we'll just go St. Neots. Actually, we'll do this way around. Like that. And then you'll be lime green as well. And you are Hessel to St. Neots bus. Cool. Cool. And then we'll build another depot probably just outside town up here. Turn it so that it's facing the right way. Wait for a bit more money to come in, and then we'll buy a couple of these. Any second now. Doesn't take too long. Especially when you're in ×3. There's one. Oh, we almost had the second one then. Almost, almost, almost. Come on, game. There we go. So you are going to run Hessel to St. Neots, and you are going to run Needham Market to St. Neots. Sweet. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Oh, you're on the wrong... 1 second. There we go. Now you're fine. So you are going to be Hessel bus station. Eventually, I imagine Hessel's going to become quite large, so that's fine. Do we have anyone leaving? Yes, we've got some people going to St. Neots. Lots of people wanting to travel around Hessel, though. And that was the next part of the plan here. So we've got a pretty central bus stop. So I reckon if we put one here, one down here, and maybe one over here, and then for the streets, I want to connect you to you. And I want to connect you to you. And I do want to add one more stop up here. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You are Hessel bus. Here we go. And then you are going to be one of these. Maybe we'll see some people hopping out and travelling on our lines. 198, 197, so that is dropping actually. More people going to St. Neots. I want this line usage here to come up. That'll show that we're doing the right thing. Right now we're going to have a full bus travelling between Hessel and St. Neots, which is awesome to see as well. We do have some steel now waiting over here, which will be taken down to our little tool factory. And then, yeah, the tools. So I want them to over to Walsall and also to Leighton. Now, if we can get a road from here to Leighton, then we'll be able to get another line from Leighton to Walsall. And Leighton does also need machines. There is steel here, but we need silver as well, I believe. Yeah. So that might be a little too much to ask. Construction materials down here at St. Neots too. There is another steel mill here, but nothing else. There's a tools factory there, but it needs planks, and there's nowhere that makes planks. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of farms being founded as well. There's oil here, potentially, and there's fuel. And the fuel needs to go to Hessel, so that's another... In fact, there's oil here. So there, 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 and then back. That's very tempting as well, actually. To the point that I kind of want to connect this up to. Walsall Silver Mill is actually closing down. But there was no silver mines near there anyway, to my knowledge, so I don't think we're losing out on that one. Come on, give me the money. Give me the money. One of the annoyances, so this is a truck unload stop. You need a truck station to load up. But if you actually look at how much these things cost, even the bare essential one is sort of 50,000. Then you add in the cost of, you know, connecting the road up to it, which we don't have to worry about. You don't have to do it this way. I'm choosing to do it this way. But it does add up quite quickly to something quite expensive. It would be cool if you could have like bus stop types, and I think there is a mod that lets you do that, but it does feel a little cheaty, the fact that it's not in the main game. Then again, I've got lots of other mods that aren't technically in the main game that I do use as well, so maybe I could do it. I don't know. I just want to connect this up right now. Give me the money. I don't want to take the loan out. Just give me the money. Our earnings right now is pretty high. I'm spending a lot of money on things. Come on. Give me the money. Wow. I might have to take that loan out again, you know. Just to get this done. So I'm going to connect you up over here. For the unload here, I think I'm actually going to... I was just going to place it, but I think I am actually going to do that. Just in case we do end up with straight through traffic in future, it saves some effort there. So you're coming down to over here. If I build a truck station here, stick that there, that there, That's going to be the new way through. And then we're going to have a drop off probably there. And then the fuel is going to get taken down to Hessel. Unless there's anywhere else that needs fuel. There actually isn't. So it is going to be Hessel. And Hessel has already got a truck stop. So that's cool. Let's do this then. So first of all, there to there. Now you are, I guess, going to be from crude oil truck. Is autosave on or something? No? Wondering why that wasn't working then. And then you to you. I guess you're going to be the slightly lighter colour. I think we did that before. Oh, we'll sort you out in a second. You are Needham Market Oil Truck. Excuse me, got hiccups now as well. Lovely. If I didn't have it before, I definitely do now. So the first one, which is over here. Again, I don't need to do this, but it's nice to make sure that it knows what it's carrying. Because there might be other things eventually in the future that contradict. And we don't want that, do we? Now, which way are you going? That's interesting. You actually do a full circle. Don't mind that. You are going to be Hessel Fuel, which is, I guess, FU. Sorry, guys. I love you, but FU there is the best way of saying it. And we'll make you that colour, even though you're technically not. Yeah, because we've already got oranges used for iron ore. And we need to make sure that you are carrying fuel. Perfect. So, Needham Market does not have a vehicle depot. And it's about to get one. We also have the money now to pay off that loan again, which is fantastic. Stick you there. Let's buy these vehicles first, and if there's any money left over, we'll pay off our loan. So you are going to be from crude oil. You are going to be Needham Market Oil. And then you are going to be Hessel Fuel. That was F. That's the wrong one. That one. Sweet. So you're on the wrong road now. But it's going to take you a while to get your stuff anyway, so that's fine. Over here then, yep, we got loads of fuel coming out. Sorry, loads of crude oil coming out. Now, something else that I was going to mention in this episode, and I will mention it still because it is still important, is supply and demand. So, right now, there are lots of raw industries around here. There's coal mines, there's iron ore mines, there's oil wells. These are the basic industries. These provide everything else on the network. So, for example here, oil can be turned into, crude oil can be turned into oil, which can be turned into fuel. We've also got iron ore and coal that can be turned into steel. You want these lines here to be as overly saturated as possible. Those are the ones that are going to provide everything else. If you've got no steel, you've got no tools. You've got no goods, you've got no money. So you want to make sure that you've got as many vehicles as possible on these lines. Which is another one of the reasons why I turned off. I just saw a load of passengers somewhere and I don't know where. It's one of the other reasons why I turned off Line Manager for a bit. I think it was here at Swaddling Coat. I think here we've got, yeah, a lot of passengers waiting. Yeah, sorry. It's one of the reasons why I turned Line Manager off. Because I want to prioritize which lines get the traffic. So this coal route here, for example, it's got one truck right now. But I'm about to add a whole load more. Just to increase that rate. Now, right now it's only 25. Until we upgrade all of our vehicles, these are going to be absolute garbage. And these are going to be absolute garbage for a long time because it's going to be a while before we start getting proper trucks. Also, this bus stop here is useful because I'm about to connect Harwich up to Farringdon. Do we have a route to Swaddling Coat? I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah. But I'm going to connect it up to Farringdon. So right now, Harwich is a pretty busy sort of junction on everything that we've got here. And it's probably going to be one of the first candidates for a railway station as well, in all fairness. Right now, we're going to build this bus stop out of town. And then we're going to do the conventional loop in town here. So we're going to have a stop here, one round the back here, and then one over here if I can connect these streets up. I'm going to have one sort of here as well. So let's do this line first. Farringdon. I do find it funny, Farringdon, unless there is a town called Farringdon somewhere in the UK, I do find it funny that Farringdon is a town in this game and not, you know, considering what it actually is in reality, it's just a part of London. It's not even a borough. Farringdon to Harwich bus. Probably pronouncing that wrong as well. Wouldn't surprise me. We will build a vehicle depot here as well. And I kind of want to build it opposite the bus stop. Bus station, sorry. So you are Farringdon bus station. Now I'd like to see this map into the late game. And I'd love to see Farringdon here. The bus station be swallowed up by the town. That would be awesome. I mean, I'm doing something right. There we go. And if we do destinations. So we've got people going to Farringdon. We've got people going to Harwich now. Swadlincote. Walsall via our lines. Harwich now via our lines. Before that they weren't. So Barton is up there. That'll be one of the next candidates. We might want to build a bypass road maybe down here. Because again, I want the bus station to be the focal point of the town. Everyone coming in, I want to travel via the bus station. Because I think that would be a good place to do all the connections and things like that. From Farringdon then, we can actually run a bus up to Colville, one to Barton. We can even have one running between these two. Anything else? No. Swadlincote again though, very busy over here. Which does tell me, I think Swadlincote needs to be upgraded with a bus station as well. Because again, we've got people running between... Oh, that's this Stockport. Smart, wasn't it? Between Stockport and I'm guessing Harwich, although it seems to be people trying to get out of Swadlincote right now, which is a little worrying. And they're all going to Stockport. We have got some people going to Walsall. We have got some people going to Banbury. How are they getting to Banbury? Is it via Stock? Yeah, it's via Stockport. So that explains it. So there's people going to Stockport and there's also people going to Banbury that are getting on that bus. I guess the Harwich route isn't fast enough, or do we not have one that runs directly between Harwich and Stockport? Banbury, sorry. I will get it right one day, guys. I promise I will get it right. Banbury is starting to pick up in traffic now as well. I did rework Banbury. You might see we got a proper bus line here now. I can't remember if I did that on camera or not. I'm tempted to do a line directly between Harwich and Banbury, but I might leave it for now. Also between Swadlincote and Farringdon, but again, might leave it for now. We can repay this loan again. We're down to 6.5 mil. If we keep getting the money coming in, we can afford to pay off some more. Where is the money? So it's investments. So alright, we would have made a massive profit there were it not for our investments, which is going to be buying vehicles, infrastructure, roads. Yeah, so that's truck stops, roads, and then buying the trucks / buses, and also bus stops, I suppose, for the infrastructure too. One of my goals now then is to pay off this loan, but I also want line manager on again. Actually, I'll turn it off for buses for now. I'll turn it on for cargo. I just want to see, where are we? Road vehicles. I just want to see if, yeah, straight away, look, we're investing in new road vehicles, which is fine. I don't mind that. That's good. It's encouraging. So right now, this is a 5-minute frequency, 10 rate. But yeah, I think all the money we're earning right now, we're clearly earning enough to make huge profits. It's good to see that it's all being invested back into new vehicles and continuing to make money, because again, that's a massive jump. And if I look here again, yep, more new vehicles constantly. So I'm just going to keep an eye on this now, and we'll watch the vehicles coming in, and hopefully we'll start being able to pay off the loan. I'm going to pay most of it off camera, but I'd like to come back and do more episodes, obviously, because this game gets a lot of views on my channel. So yeah, shamelessly admitting there that I'm doing it for the money, but yeah, you know what I mean. I don't even get paid for this channel. What am I talking about? I'm going to wrap this video up here though, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series so far, drop those comments down below with ideas for future episodes. It's also very much appreciated. I am recording a couple of episodes in advance now, so if you don't see your suggestions immediately, don't panic, they are coming. It's just right now I'm recording like 2 or 3 episodes ahead, just so I've got a bit of a backlog. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Like I said, it really helps me out. Have a good rest of your day, have a good rest of your week, and until next time, I will see you soon.